do well with needles and blood. But when, my aunt Jacqueline introduced me to the medical billing and coding, I was a little interested because I was like, that doesn't sound too bad, and I started doing my own research, and I basically went to school for business. So I felt like it was something that, I could put under my belt, and I'm pretty
Okay.
young, so being able to have more than one opportunity is something good to have at my age. So I decided
Yeah, of course. Hmm.
it's going to be a fun, cool experience. It shouldn't be too hard for me either, since I just did business. So hopefully that'll help out a lot because I am very familiar with Microsoft already. So that's a plus.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So I know you had some issues in the beginning trying to get on. Haley, can you see my screen there?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Okay. So I know you had a couple of issues getting on. So when you do have issues, there's always a backup if something's going on with Teams or Microsoft. I send you files, which I've sent you some through Google Drive. So
Yeah.
I try to make sure you guys definitely have a backup. So if
Yeah.
something like that happens, let me know.
No, of course, of course. Well, I was just having trouble because my Teams was linked with my old school account. So unlinking it was difficult for me, but I ended up doing it and figuring it out. And then using the Microsoft Authenticator app, it was a whole headache, but I figured it out.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
good.
so I,
That's
sh- I
good.
should be good now.
Okay, good. Because I don't want you to get stuck. I know you came in a week after, but actually, that's fine because we're going to start on medical terminology because you guys had a slight issue with the books. I think they had the workbooks, but the workbooks for medical terminology you guys are going to use as well. So the only thing that I've done was kind of flip a little bit and just move to medical terminology because I have that book in there. So I did tweak your syllabus a little bit. All you're going to do is just start on medical terminology, and then a couple of weeks down the line, you'll probably have your medical billing book.
Okay. If
So
any,
that book,
if
right?
anything, I know I was gonna order my books online and just use the ebooks for a little bit, like maybe a week, because my book should be getting here within the next week or two, I think. I gotta
Okay.
check the date. Yeah, but I can order the workbook online if anything,
Okay.
and do it that way if that's easier or better.
Okay. And don't forget that Kindle sometimes has those books. I have a video on that where it says you see where it says ODD course books free Kindle in this chat. That's
Yeah.
a chat that has where you can go on Kindle and you actually can see almost half the book. I mean, you could get started and your medical or whatever they have there to at least half the book until you get it. So that was another option for those who, didn't have the medical billing book or, kind of, just wanted to have their own.
Yeah,
Even the medical terminology book is also on Kindle. So check that video out as well. That can help you with books too.
definitely.
But the girls are not on, but they're gonna archive this. And if you guys are listening, you guys can still do the Kindle books without, purchasing them until you get them. So what
That sounds like a
are
plan.
you on a laptop or computer or your phone?
I'm on my phone right now. I could
Okay.
use my laptop, but I kind of don't want to use it yet.
Okay, that's fine. As long as you can see, because what I'm going to do, we're just pretty much going over your first chat as far as the medical terminology. The first chat that we do when the class starts April 15th is just an orientation chat. So you see that file up there that
Yeah, I
says
watched it.
this orientation, right? These are orientation chats and PDF docs, and that's a Zoom. And it's pretty much just talking about how the class is programmed, how it's orientated, what perimeters we go around in this class. And a lot of that is just pretty much letting you know how you're going to independently work, how you're going to self-study. So we have many documents in there to make sure that you guys don't get lost. But whenever you do feel like you're lost, always, send me a text, Miss Lambert, I need one-on-one real quick. And I'll fit it in some kind of way.
Definitely. I noticed that on the orientation that I watched the orientation video. I've watched about at least I think an hour of it.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And anytime, you guys mention something that, might need to be added or something that I might need to talk about or whatever, I always try to put that in the chat. And you see where it says books chat there? We put that in there because a lot of guys had questions about what books to use. So in that books chat also shows you what books that you're going to use as well. So, a lot of information in the Teams portal will be very useful to you. So since you're on your phone, I don't know if you can toggle. I mean, my grandson is an expert at toggling through Apple, but I'm not a good toggler. I think I have about 3 screens up here. And I have one with your syllabus. Now, I sent you the syllabus through email. Did you get that?
Yeah, I checked
Okay, good.
should I check the email on Teams or just keep looking at the syllabus that you sent me through my email?
There's a syllabus, wherever you can look at it. You can look at it through Teams or how I sent it to you, because there's a new one on Teams. It's the same one that I sent you. You see, there's a syllabus for 20 weeks and there's one for 40 weeks on there.
Yeah.
So most of your classmates are doing the 40 week, and it depends. It depends on what your level is at. If you choose to do the 20 weeks, that's all day. So you're going to need to spend a lot of time on that one. I have students that have started on the 20 week and then they choose to go to the 40 weeks, which is fine, but it's a whole different schedule. So when you get a chance, I want you to go in there and look at, those schedules. They're actually the same. I'm just going to pull up the 40-week schedule. And you've navigated through. So this is not just for you. I think some of the other classmates also as well, they navigated through and just kind of briefly saw, what was in there. So the beginning of your April perimeter, which is just a schedule, just to kind of keep you on track. And there's several in here. The first week was pretty much just orientation. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It just goes down the line for the week. And in your team folders, that's how it's set up. That's how it's set up. So if I go down, you're just following your schedule. That's all we're doing. As you can see, it would have been you guys were starting here. But it's no problem for you to start 2 courses. You can do medical billing and medical terminology at the same time if you choose. Because you're right, there's no limit to what you can do. This is just an outline to help you stay on track. Because I don't want you to do too much at one time, but when some of you guys are working during the day, some are working in the evening, you do one course, and then when you finish, you can go ahead and move on to the next course after you get your final. So after each one of these courses, you guys have a competency, and that's the exam. So in between, you have your tests, you have your tasks, you have your exercises from your workbook. But at the end of the course, let's say at the end of medical terminology, you will have a competency exam. It's about 50 questions.
Yeah, I noticed that each chapter we basically have the 50 question test.
Right. And that is
We will do
for,
a summary. We'll do a summary after each test as well, or no?
yes, each one you will have a summary. So if we go down, I'm just skipping some of the orientation, some of the recorded links. And these links that are in here, those are the links to YouTube. These are sessions that I have on YouTube already. When you open it, all you want to do is click on it, and then it will take you there. There's some people who can just jump on YouTube and get in there real quick, and some can't get the other videos. So there's a way we could look. The YouTube, everybody should be signed up for the YouTube. Have a ton of stuff on YouTube for you guys to look at. Let's see if this is going to let us in. All right, so it's got to take us to the web. But when you guys go in here, you can click on that. I don't want to go through the whole web thing. So So let's go back and then I'm going to show you, we're going to go to where you guys are doing your information from. I'm doing too much, so let me slow down on it. Okay. So, and this is just posts. These are just
Yeah.
posts here. Yeah, this is just post videos and stuff that we've done in the past and things like that. Well, I can see I'm a little slow too. So, okay, so this is your main frame right here. And again, this is more or less information. Make sure you guys get a look at this information. This is a list of the books right here where you can look at the book to see what you need. There's a syllabus in here, and that's your perimeter. Did you get a chance to look at the syllabus?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now through my computer. You said the 40-week one, right?
Right, your 40 week. So there's two syllabuses in there. One is for 20 week and one is for 40 week. The one I'm looking at now is for 40 weeks. It's pretty much the same scenario, it's just longer. So when you go scroll down after you read your syllabus, my information is still there. That's the other office phone. You guys can call this number too if you need to get me, the 860. What she got there? Look like 806. What is that? Okay, so I'm just kind of scrolling down to your perimeter down here. So are you on the same page that I'm on? Can you see what I see?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so if you need a one-on-one session, we can go Saturday, we can go Sunday. During the week, if you guys need to get to me, and I say I think I had one with somebody last night. Just Miss Lambert, I need to talk to you real quick. I want you to be able to navigate through the course, and I need to have the feedback from you guys as to what's giving you issues, or Miss Lambert, can we so and so, or Miss Lambert, maybe we should do it this way. I mean, I don't have a problem with you guys letting me know, what's difficult for you, because if something is difficult for you navigating through this program, then I need to tweak something. Because I like I said, this is a program, for students, made by students. When I taught school in North Carolina, again, you guys know I tell this story all the time. I started out as, just a teacher. I didn't even know I was a teacher, and then I became the director of the school. And you guys see my book. You guys know I have stories in there for my students that are just, adorable. And those students helped me to create a medical assistant program. I tweaked that program to the best of my knowledge and made sure everybody graduated that class. When we tweaked the medical billing and coding class, I made sure everybody graduated from that class and made sure that they got their CPC. So I need to make sure that this program um, is good enough for you to navigate through without getting stuck and say, oh my God, I'm lost. I don't want you to do that. Feel free to call me. You guys, I'm a lot of you guys don't know me. I'm a people person. I'm a people person. I work at the feds because I'm a people person. So you guys are calling me during the day, I'm at work. But that's a part of life. That's what you do. And when you open yourself to people, you help other people. So that's why I want to make sure that you guys get what you need out of this class. So okay, let's move on. So here is your theory, practice, and total hours. And this is the competency descriptions. You see medical terminology, right, Haley?
Yes, ma'am.
So in that format that you see there, that's what you should be learning. You should be able to identify prefixes, suffixes, group words, medical abbreviations, symbols. You should be able to do this after you finish your medical terminology course. Describe the systems of the body. Review all medical terminology terms at the back of each chapter. And the CPC guide. The CPC guide is part of your core course. So when you get to your core courses, that's when we're going to need that book. So that's where you do all of your core courses from. Your coding material comes from aapc.com. Okay, so that's our test. That's what we're taking from. That's who we advocate, aapc.com. So you see where it says theory, right? It's 30 hours. So theory for 30 hours, theory is the reading. Theory is you getting what you need out of your course. It's your syllabus. Theory. This thing thinking I'm saying
Okay.
Siri. How you turn it off? Oh Lord. I'm not, I'm not saying Siri. I said theory. Now turn that thing off. Okay. So and the practice is your tests, your tasks, your summary, your exercises, and your total hours for that 50 hours. So you see up there where it says, that's just an estimate of how you guys going to work. I'm just giving you something to kind of work with. So it
Like
says
a
300
base.
hour program. Right. You see it and it says 2.5 hours. So when I write that, I'm saying this is a 300-hour program. If you work 2.5 hours a day and study 50 hours a month, you'll be right on track. And you don't have to. I mean, you can study it however you want to, but I want to make sure you guys have a guide to kind of go through. So let's move down to medical billing. So same thing, you should be able to describe eligibility process. And then when you guys get that book in the front, I think it's giving you like a step by step of the medical billing process. Some of you already have experience in knowing the medical billing process. This is going to give you a step up from it. That's all this is. It's going to give you a step up from it. And yes, you're going to get quiz and tests and tasks and a competency and final with this.
Mm.
So,
So
the medical insurance
that's the
billing is kind
medical
of tough.
insurance handbook.
I'm sorry?
We need to get the medical insurance handbook.
Right. The book for that is the medical insurance billing book. That's the book that I think Jackie did get it. She got the workbook part. The other book is just, it looks the same, but it's two different books. One is a workbook and one is the actual study guide, the actual study book.
Okay.
I'm going to show you those books when we go through this. So this is just a quick rundown until we can get you guys right on track. So right now you guys are going to be working on medical terminology. So even though some of you guys might move on faster, some of you might move on a little slower due to you guys working 8 and 10 hours a day, but that's okay. Just kind of try to keep yourself on track. Most of your work should be handed in on Sunday. So
Yes.
you got Sunday for your summary, right? And you got Thursday for a summary. But if you can't get Thursday in, that's fine. You can hand everything in on Sunday. That's fine. I'm gonna show I hate to move over, but we're gonna come right back to this. I just want to show you this folder where your folders are. You see this that says milestones?
Mm-hmm.
You click on that and we go to files. If we ever can open. You see these files?
Yes, ma'am.
This is some of this is your group and some of this is another group. So I have two portals. One is a Zoom portal and one is a Teams portal because some of my students have Zoom and some of them have Team, and like you, some can't get in, some can't get out. Can't get out. But either way, if we can't get in Teams, we can do Zooms. But your folder is in here. This is your folder right here. So you can come in here and then load whatever you want in there. Your tests
Okay.
and tasks should be loaded here. So one of the things that the girls were telling me about is, printing and writing on the tests. No, you don't have to print anything. All you need to do is upload right here. You can who's that? I think Evelyn asked about just putting the answers on paper. You remember the answer sheet that I sent you?
Yes, ma'am.
You guys can use that and just upload this. If that's still giving you trouble, I want a heading, I want the title and the chapter that you're doing and the date. And then you give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or to 50, and then you give me the answers. Because you can do that without PDF, because that's something you can create yourself. But some of you guys don't have Microsoft Word. Or
Yes.
what's that? It's another one that they use.
Excel.
Yeah, you can use that. So, but it will go here. But if this gives you a problem, you can shoot it to me in an email. But when it goes here, I grade it and I'm putting it back in here. And then you guys can take it out if you choose to. But most of the work goes in here, and then I take that work out of there. So the only thing that should be in there is tests or tasks or your summary. Or like the girls are doing, you can submit it to me. But when you submit the summary to me, I must have the summary in a document form. So I need to see your name, I need to see the date, I need to see the program that you're in, the course you're taking, the title of the summary. The summary must be indented at least 5 spaces and double space. So we're going to use APA style. That's a type of writing. So we're going to use APA style writing when we do the summary. Even though, don't worry about the style. It's the description that I'm telling you that is the style. I don't know if you guys ever heard of, the APA, but it's a form of college writing. I just want you guys to indent, double space, and then just give me a heading and a title at the top. I'm gonna show you that when we get ready to go, when we go a little further in this. But you guys are on time, so don't worry about when you're handing your work in, because we had to switch a class and flip up and do the medical terminology. So that's why I'm just, we're taking time out and we're going to go over this. I did set another schedule for you guys for tomorrow, which I'm still going to do. I'm going to set that schedule for 3 o'clock when I come in, just so we can have that second schedule, because we need to do the medical billing. The medical terminology chat. This, what we're doing right now, is a let's get to know Teams portal, and let's find what we need to find in here. Okay, so let me just go back. I'm gonna go back to that syllabus just to kind of go down and give you an idea. It's just like just like regular school, when you go in there, they give you the syllabus and tell you, give you your directives. That's where you're gonna see your directives at.
Okay.
So the 20-week syllabus and the 40-week syllabus, they have the same thing. It's just less hours. That's all it is. It's just less hours. Some of my coders working in Georgia. Some of them girls already working at Grady down there. So they don't need the full 400. They can do that in 3 weeks because they're already coding. They just need to bump up. There's some coders that working at Moses Cone that, they're not actually certified, but they're still doing the coding. They're taking the classes. Why didn't just move? Okay. So, and billing and coding, you guys know, I've just had a conversation, with somebody regarding, another job that they want. But you put that, due diligence in, and, you have to get it. You have to put your due diligence in. Let me get this real quick. So we just jump back to the syllabus real quick. I just wanted to show y'all where your folders are. And you can put, even if you have a note for me, I mean, you can put it in there, whatever you want, that's fine. Because if I'm getting, I don't mind the emails, but I get a lot of emails in a day. And a lot of it is from, people who are asking about the program, or, another school, or somebody's got a grant or something. And then your emails done got lost in the mist. So if you put it in that folder, I know to go, Miss Lambert, can you take a look at my folder? Or, I don't, I'll go in there and look at the folder. Everything is in one. All right, so let's go down. So again, this is really your perimeter. This is your syllabus. This is telling you, about your course and what I expect of you. This is what you should be learning about: commercial insurance, government insurance, deductibles, fee schedules. That's what we're gonna be learning. That's what we're talking about. The chats that you see in there, let's say it's medical terminology. I already have a medical terminology chat in there discussing medical terminology. Medical billing, I already have the medical billing chat in there. You see what I'm saying? So I do the chats based on the course that you're in. So we're in medical terminology. We're going to do a live course, medical terminology. We're going to talk about medical terminology tomorrow. But there is a medical terminology chat already in there, and I'm going to show you it. But again, 30 theory, 20 practice, that's 50. And this is just equaling the hours that you're going to need for that course. Medical coding. When you get to medical coding, that's your core courses. So as you can see, there's 140. It's a lot, because one of these things I want you to do is 20. You see that where it says 140, then it's got 120. 20 of that is just pretty much summary. So that's why I'm breaking that down. It's pretty much summary. And you don't have to give me a 200 summary. If you can do 100, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Because I don't want to see you guys writing all over the place. Okay. I wanted to hear, what you learned from the program. Now I don't know if Rini got that in there like that at 40 and she's supposed to have a 20 and it's supposed to be or either 140, but I'm going with the 120 that she has in there. Rini is my daughter. So when you guys send me an email at registration at Sapphire Coding, Rini will get that. And Rini is the one who does all the administrative stuff as far as she makes the schedules, she changes the schedules, she does all that stuff. So all the like behind the scenes, stuff, she does that. So if you email me at registration at Sapphire Coding, Rini will get that. Okay. So the step-by-step coding book, ICD-10, CPT, and HICS books. Those are the books that you will need when you get to your core courses. The coding cases down at the bottom, the last 3 weeks of your session, we will be coding cases. We're going to be doing actual surgical cases. So we're going to be deciphering the hysterectomy. We're going to be deciphering the, open heart surgery. We're going to be deciphering, the left hip removal. That kind of stuff. That's the stuff we're going to be doing. On your CPC exam, there's open and closed questions. The cases are open questions. When I say open and closed, that's how many bones is in the body? 106. That's, tell me what the femur is. It's a multiple choice questions. That's open and closed.
Okay.
The other portion of your CPC is cases. Go ahead, Haley.
No. I was just I was listening to what you were saying because I'm reading where you're at right now as well.
Okay, good, good. So you see, what we're going to go into. By the time you get there, trust me, you'll be savvy by then. You'll be all right. And then you'll be able to understand taking those words and turning them into numbers, because that's what it's about on the coding side. The course that you're in is generally a coding course. The only reason I threw the medical billing in there is because I was addressing people with the coding and they were more familiar with medical billing. So we decided to go ahead and put the medical billing in there. But this is a coding class. Every single thing you do from beyond this class, beyond the medical billing, is coding. Because it's going to take a lot of retaining to understand how to code. You when we get to the coding part, you be eating and sleeping coding. You just gonna okay, what was that code? And you're just gonna go, okay, was it 99213, 99212? Was the patient severe? Was it a trauma patient? Did the doctor do the right? Did he do the left? Did he have the modifier? Oh, should I? I'm telling you, me eating and sleeping coding. I'm telling you, I was the same way many years ago. Just on my mind. And you do a great justice to the hospital. You'll do a great justice to the provider. You'll do a great justice to the patient, because correct coding eliminates billing the patient. And we don't want to bill the patient. That's the last thing that I want to do. You don't want to bill a patient. Because if you start billing the wrong codes and you're not going through those edits, if you drop a code in there, Epic has an edit. Epic is, that's a hospital system that they use in the hospitals. They use Athena, in doctors' offices, but whichever one you use, Epic, Athena, Mises, Tiger, they all have edit systems. And you have some people that do override it and just let the claim go through. I'll let the claim go through. It's going to reject anyway. We'll fix it when it come back. The clearinghouse is going to reject it. It's going to come around in the loop. That's 30 days wasted. The provider could have been paid already. So, those are the things that we're going to talk about. Those are the things we're going to talk about. So we're not wasting time. We're not wasting money. When you learn how to do this coding, I'm talking to everybody, that's when you get the feeling, I can recruit my own doctors. I can do my own coding. You see what I'm saying? I know this doctor. On my Instagram, it's a girl on there, and I told you about her before. She kills me. She does do coding, she do medical billing. She go door to door and find her a doctor quick. I mean, I never see somebody go get her like how she is, but this girl, I'm telling you, she will go to any doctor's office and drop her card down. She does billing. She's a biller. That's what I'm talking about. When you go get that money like that, you go ahead. You take what they give you and you run with it. Because if you sit on what you know, it's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good for anybody because you're not gonna make no money like that. Because that's what this right here is all about. It's not just us going to the hospital and working. It's about us. We can really make this money right now. In my business, I do both. I recruit providers, I work for providers, all anything I can think of that I can do to make money in my own profession. The only difference is when I come in, I don't come in as a coder, I come in as a director. I come in to fix the facility. I come in to train the girls to get money. Because that's what this is about. We're about to get this money. It's not about nothing else. Nothing. It's not about nothing else. Y'all keep that in mind. It's not about I'm about to go to school from like 4 hours and I'm about to get your certificate. Nah, it ain't about that. And if you heard anything about Miss Lambert, I'm straight real. I don't play. We either gonna get this money or we ain't. So that's what it's about. When I see that girl go door to door, that chick getting ready to go get that money, and she don't have no shame in her game. She about to get this money. So that's how we got to roll. We about to get this money. I don't know, I did a segment of something on my Instagram or something, and I told them I don't work for them. I don't look for employees. I look for contracts because I don't go to door like how she does. She's a young girl, but she busted. And my days for that is over. Now I'm going and I'm getting big money. I'm going in as a director. I'm going and I'm about to rule your whole clinic. I'm about to go in there and rule your whole revenue cycle. I'm not gonna bill for you. Now, how much you gonna pay me? You see, you got doctors and stuff out there. They got their mothers doing the billing for them and silly stuff like that. That's what I want y'all to go in there and sweep. When my girls call me and they tell me they got a job at this place and they got a that place, that's what I want to hear. I want to hear y'all go in there and sweep and get that money. When they get ready to run that report, they know who got the money. At the end of the year, you guys don't notice, even as billers that work on the end, we we run reports to see which hospital revenue either bringing the most money, how much money did we lose in collections. Even though it should let the master answer. That's an old billing saying, let the master answer. It means respond to superior. If my billers are messing up, then it's on me. I am the responder superior. I'm responsible. If my revenue is going down, you can't beat the billers up. The boss ain't doing something. They slacking or they lost or they not telling you when they need help. You see, my class, that's not what this is about. Every single video you guys see on YouTube or whatever I put out there, it's a reason for it. It's a reason for it. I'm feeding you this because this is money. That's why I'm feeding it to you. And if I didn't think it was money, I wouldn't waste my time with it. It took me a lot of years to build this program. It took me a lot of years to build this program. When I started as a teacher, like I told Jackie, the dude was like, I didn't even know I put in for teacher. I just know I just first moved to North Carolina. And I was, all right, time for me to look for a job, man. And the school called me and I was like, I'm trying to figure out, well, when did I put in for this school? I didn't. I don't even remember. But when I got there, he told me I was in the right place. And I'm telling you, he called me sister girl. And I said, who are you talking to? Sister girl. I didn't say it out loud. Y'all know I wanted to. But I was like, sister girl. Who are you talking to? He said, sister girl, you're in the right place. I'm telling you right now. I mean, he was serious. And I never seen, somebody that higher up called me sister girl. We're in the professional. I'm like, I'm already nervous. I'm like, talking about him. But that was it. I'm telling you, when I was in that school, he said, you're in the right place. Y'all get my book. Oh my God, I still ain't had time to get y'all books ready, but this is my book. Y'all know this is my book. I have several books out there. I don't know if you can see this book, Haley, but I'm gonna send this book to you. All of y'all are getting this book. And in here, his name was Tyrone Everett. I put him in here. I put him in here because I'll never forget him. He said, sister girl, you're in the right place. And I said, what's that? He's like, teaching. I was like, I don't know nothing about no teaching. I'm telling you, I don't know nothing about no teaching. But he saw it. I took the school by storm. And me being from New York, and I'm coming down in North Carolina, they was hating on me. They was hating on me because I jumped up and got a director position that they wanted for years, and I was only there 6 months. You see, that's where I'm trying to get y'all to. That's what I'm trying to. Don't let nothing tell you you can't do what you want to do. You have to steadfast and just keep doing it. This is a challenging course. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's challenging because it's a lot of work. A course such as mine costs almost $30,000. Almost $30,000. Them dingbats over there at wherever down there in Waterbury, downtown down there, that's how much they want for a medical billing coding course. I don't know what the name of that school is over there, but they got a lot of financial issues over there. And you're there. Where's Simone at? Yep, I know. I got you from over there. But that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Don't pay that kind of money to go to school, especially for billing and coding. That's something you can teach yourself. If I knew then, what I know now, I would have never went to college for billing and coding. They ain't teach me about CPC. They ain't tell me I had to take this crazy test. I took that test twice. Finally, they never told me. Back then, I think what was it, $16,000. I got an associate degree in medical billing and coding back in I don't know 2004 or something. But I don't want y'all to do that. And that's another thing that just inspired me to make the program for y'all. So I want you guys to just steadfast on the program. I'll have students that back out because they got to work or they got a new job, and then they come back. And then we get our tests. I have plenty of students that pass. You guys are going to be in the same boat. All the have in here, make sure that you take a look at them. Make sure that you read them. And a lot of them you don't have to read because they're in video. When you see the PDF in here, the PDFs, that's the video because you guys have my course notes in here. That's the video. I took the video and I just turned it into PDF. That's all I did. You see this one right here, Haley, that says prereq? And prereq is your prerequisite course before you get to your core coding course. So before you get to the coding, you've got to do these first anyway. You can't touch the coding until you get through these. You see, that's your prereq.
Yeah, I went through a few of them.
Yeah, you have to go. You see this one? When you get here, Haley, this is when you're going to need your step-by-step book. This is when I'm going to start training you step-by-step. Okay. When you get to the yep, that's it. When you get to that part, I'm expecting you to understand more of the medical billing, more of the medical terminology, because it will be hard for you to decipher this and not know what an E code is, not know, what those V codes are, not know what, you see what I'm saying? The subcategory. Yeah. So that's why you have to do the prereq first. When you're coding, you see this one, 12, M26.01. There's five digits and numbers here. So you need to know which one of those is the category, which one of those is a subcategory, which one is a subclassification. You see, so by the time you get to this, you will be able to decipher this. So that's why you guys have prerequisites first, because you're going to breeze through this, the D41.2. We're going to breeze through that. And this is where it starts getting fun, the J codes. I mean, you need to know that J codes are medicine. So, it looks hard-ish because you haven't went through it yet, but you'll get there. You'll get there. Auditory, neuritis, you'll get there. Nephropathy, urinary retention. That's gonna be the fun part by the time you get there. But again, when you guys get to that part, you're gonna be more savvy, because right now when you look at it, it's like it's straight Ebonics. That's why I want you to, to take your time and just kind of go through some of the files. The hard stuff, don't worry about the core stuff. Just what you need to do at the present. That's what, that's what we're going to focus on. So we focus on medical terminology at the present. That's what we're going to focus on. So A prereq is A311A. That's the name of this course. You say, Miss Lambert, I'm on A3118. That's what's supposed to be on your summary. Your class is 8311A. That's supposed to be on your summary heading.
Okay. You said 8311A?
Well, that's what the billing is. You guys on medical terminology, your summary should have the medical terminology one on there. 8312A. That's the name of that course. That's your course description. So the medical billing is 8311A. Your medical terminology course is course 8312A.
I'm gonna have to change that.
Okay, and here's that ebook is in here. That ebook is right here. And you can download that from there too. Well, and you remember I was telling you what the tests were. So even though everything that's in here, I could send you through Google Drive or email. So, I have the whole shebang on my Google Drive. Um, okay, so yeah, I think you and I were talking about this the other day. So these are the tests. So let's say this is HIPAA, right? On your summary, you're gonna give me the class, which was 8311A. I think I'm not sure remember what the class was, but this is the title of your summary. This is the first chapter in your book. If you are medical billing, this is your first chapter in your book. So once you read that chapter, this is the test that you would take. When you finish reading this chapter, you can do the exercises. That's fine. Since you guys already have that exercise book, you can do the exercises. You guys, in that book, there's only there's answers in that book that you guys have, but it's only, I think it's odd answers. I have the even answers. So I have the teacher's guide. If you want, I can give you those answers for that exercise book. That's fine. Same thing for the step-by-step book. I think there's even answers in there. If you guys want to do those exercises, you can do them. I will give you the other answers. So for all of these books that you guys have, I have the teacher's version. So in my teacher's version, I have all of the answers. And the books you guys are going to get, there's only like a portion. So that's up to you if you want to. And you can tell how long I've had this. This is ICD 9. So this is a test. I ain't changed that one right there. So, this is just, kind of giving you an example of, the test. Now, the medical terminology tests are only 30 or 31 or 32. The medical billing tests. So the medical terminology tests, those are long ones because the medical terminology is a must for the cases. So you have any questions on this medical billing tasks?
No,
No.
everything seems pretty easy. You have everything there. I did go through at least half of the files already. Looking at
Okay.
some of the videos and just doing my own, poking around, getting a feel of how the class should be.
Right.
You
Okay,
have,
that's good.
yeah, you have everything pretty organized, pretty set up easily. So there should be no reason, I should have any trouble unless I get stuck, maybe.
Okay, yeah, if you get stuck, make sure you call me. Because again, all of the courses, when you go look for your test, this is how they're in there. Same thing. This is how they're in there. And what I was talking about when you go in here, if you guys want to do PDF, I don't know if you guys have the PDF. I have the Microsoft where you can convert PDF into Word. But in the regular student Microsoft, there should be something in there that let you guys type on that. But you don't even have to worry about that. If you want to put your answers on sheet of paper, no problem. You can do that. And I have so many in here. I have a kind of like a cheat sheet, answer sheet in here that you guys can use. I have one for medical billing too. You remember that one I showed you for that medical terminology one? Let's go in here. See, this one is B, and I did it with the letters so they can stay in order. let's go in here. This is that medical terminology. Now here, 8312A, open it again. And here. This is good stuff to know. Thank you to this course. Wasn't putting on this course. This is the one I want to go into so we can see what's in there. So see how they are in here? Same thing. Now, if you're working in medical terminology, this is the title of your essay. Your course, 8312A, that's on your heading in your summary. So you will have basic word structure as your title. Course 8312A over here somewhere, your name, your date, and your class. That's it. If you're working on test 10, the nervous system, then it's the same thing. The title of your summary is the nervous system. Remember, we're going to use APA style. So on 5-point indent and double space. 5-point indent and double space, and I want it put it in your file. Because you can always say, once you type it in there, you can save it and put it in your Sapphire file, and then you can go ahead and attach it to me. Now, if some of you don't have the Microsoft, the only other thing that I can think of is if you have to send it to me as if you're writing a letter in Microsoft, because it looks like some of you are writing as if you're sending me an email. Just do the format and I will cut it out. So when I say do the format, I want to see the name. I want to see your heading. I want to see the class. I want to see the date. I want to see the 5-point dent. I want to see the double space. So if you give me 2 paragraphs, I want to see the double space. 4 sentences is a paragraph. 4 sentences is a paragraph. And you probably can do like 5 or get you 100 words. So, if you guys have trouble with the Microsoft and you do have to send it to me in that format, send it to me like that, but I still want the correct document format. I will be able to cut it out. I'll be able to pop it out of there and put it on a sheet, and then I'm going to put it in your file. So if you have to do it like that, go ahead. So these are all the tests. They're out of whack, but you can see the numbers. You can change the order of them from right there. I'm just leaving it because we have it's 6. Oh my God, the time done got away from me. Okay, so this is the medical terminology tag. So everybody, when you guys start archiving this, I want you to make sure you know where these tasks are. Cardiovascular, that's your heading. That's your heading right there. That's your class. Okay.
Okay.
That's your class right there. This is the course that you're taking. This is your course. I said, well, this is your class, but this is your course. Okay, so let's back up out of there. We went over this the other day, but I just want to see something in there. You see the measurements in there. Sometimes they have this on your test. Your APC, they're gonna ask you, about beakers and stuff like that. They may ask you about, how big is the cut or how big is the burn, and that's like the measurement. So I want you guys to just kind of be precarious on different types of measurements. They might say, how many ounces is in, a gallon or something like that. And it's just, random questions that might be on the AAPC exam. So that's why this is here. You guys will see other stuff that might not even be related to coding that might be on there. There's probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 medical billing questions that's on there. So again, this class is for coding. This is a CPC class. So the class generally wasn't billing. I just kind of threw in the billing course in there because I already had the billing course. Every single thing that I taught my students in that classroom, I took with me. And you see how I retained what I had. And I'm telling y'all the same thing. Wherever you work, retain what you learned at that job. Retain what you learned at that job. From the day I started at that college, every single thing that I learned, I kept it. That's how I built this program. So I told the girl, I told y'all I met that girl the other day, and she asked me, I don't know what she asked me, but I was telling her about the program, and she said she's in school for billing and coding. I said, get out. I said, when you go back to school, bring me your syllabus, and I guarantee you my course is better than yours. She said, okay, Miss Lambert. She did come back in there, but she didn't bring me a syllabus yet. It's because it's not better than mine. They don't teach her about CPC. She doesn't have a CPC course. She doesn't have a CPC guide course. When you go to school for it, they're teaching you the basics. They're teaching you the basics. When I first started teaching my billing and coding at the college, they did not do CPC. They didn't teach them CPC. I threw that in there. I had to advocate for my students to get money for their books. I had to advocate to make them the credentialing pay for accreditation, pay for their books, and put that in the rubric. Because how you gonna go to school for medical coding and billing, and y'all ain't even going? First of all, y'all ain't even paying for the ICG 10 CBT books, and y'all not even paying for them to take the test. What's the purpose of going if you ain't gonna be certified? I mean, that's like redundant. What's the purpose? So, that's what I'm telling you. There's a purpose for this course. Now, if y'all want to just do medical billing, steadfast on the medical billing, AAPC has a medical billing certification. Okay. You get a certificate at the end of your course from me, but you're going to be certified with them. That's all over. That's all over. That's when you open your business at. That's when you open your business at. You understand? So don't sleep on the coding, y'all. Don't sleep on the coding. I want to see some of y'all on your own business. I want to see you do your own thing. Some of my girlfriends, like I do the physician. I do physician coding. One of my girlfriends in North Carolina, she does a HEMA. I do AAPC. She does a HEMA. That's Allied Health Information. She does hospital, strictly hospital coding. That's all she does, strictly. When she do strictly hospital coding, the doctors are working for the hospital. The beds, the pans, you know what I'm saying? Every single thing, the needles, the this, the that. That's what she codes for. The doctor works for the hospital, she codes for that doctor. Our doctors are independent. My doctor's doing the surgery there. He has his own practice. This one here, he's doing the surgery over there. He has his own practice. You see the difference between a HEMA and AAPC? Now we have hospital AAPC too, but a HEMA is mainly that's what they geared towards, just strictly working at working hospital. She has been doing it for many years. And let me tell you something. This woman don't sleep. She has a room in a hotel. And I'm not lying. When I seen her, I thought you were scared me. I'm thinking she's there she just coming in. I called her to do my class, to get up and talk in front of the class. And she's like, she going home. I was like, okay, we're gonna do dinner, whatever we are. I met her at the hotel, and I'm like, she lived there. I couldn't believe it. But I'm saying again, it's all about money. It's all about getting money. She lives at the hotel. She gets a crazy rate, and she uses their boardroom for classes. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. But anyway, what is this about, Haley? Haley?
Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
Oh, what is it about?
Getting money.
Getting money. That's what I'm talking about. Getting money. Getting money. You see that hustle, you hustle, you hustle, you get your money. That's what I'm talking about. That's the right answer.
The
So,
more knowledge
make
you know, the more you learn, the more money you'll make. It's
that's what I'm
all
talking
about a
about.
learning. The more you feed your brain, the more money your brain will help you make.
That's what I'm talking about. Look ahead. Look ahead and start seeing it. And then you don't have to worry about, all right, are we working at will? Work at will is, when you work at a company and you work at will, they can fire you whenever they want to. You work at a company, got a union, they can't fire you just like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I worked for the hospitals and them for many years. I work for independent doctors. I work for everybody. I decided to go for work for the feds because it's still a people place, and I don't have to worry about killing myself doing the work that the CEO should be doing or that the owner should be doing. I'm just pretty much chilling and still doing my work on the side and getting federal benefits. That's what I want y'all to do. You have to have different hats, like Jacqueline. Jacqueline got different hats. You have to have different hats, but you're gonna have to grind to get your money. What's the commercial say? Get your money right. You got to get your money right. And to me, it's more for me to see you grow than to see me grow. You guys see my biography. That's the last thing I said. I'd rather see other people grow than grow too far myself. When I'm happy, I'm good. When you're happy, I'm great. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it's about. That's why you see the Black Phoenix. That Black Phoenix team us is about women who are empowerment. It's about women who are doing it. It's about all women. No color, race has nothing to do with it. It's about doing it. When you do something, don't expect to be perfect at it. Just do it. That's what he told me. Just do it. That's what you got to do. I don't want to see you give up, Haley. I want you to keep going. And you said what you said. I'm young. You young, but you'll be a smart young one. Okay. I
That's what
want to
I
see you
plan
keep
to
going.
be.
That's what I'm
That's
talking about.
I want to have more than one thing going for myself because it's better to have more than one income from multiple things because you're constantly feeding your brain and giving yourself that knowledge on a daily basis, and that's what I like.
That's right. And always have your backup. And that's what it's about, having your backup. And that's what this is about. When you learn different skills and you learn different trades, it helps you along your way. But
Exactly.
you see these courses that I'm going through? I'm going through them like this just so you can get an idea of what we're looking at. And when you start looking at all this stuff, you will see the understanding of hospital, money, medical terminology, coding, savvy, force radiology. It's all about money. Those doctors, if we don't code for them, they don't get no money. Some of them don't, they don't know nothing about coding, but some of them do because I teach them how to code. They got to know how to put their own codes in there too. We need to correct them. So there's all kinds of coding you can code from scratch from the records themselves, or you can code by correcting codes. Providers do their cases. They got to do their chart. They got to send me their stuff so I can send it out. The coders have to fix it. So they don't go. None of that stuff goes out that they do until we scrub it. Scrub it is we gotta make sure the claim ain't dirty. You gotta scrub that claim, look at it, and make sure it's clean before it shoots out.
Exactly.
So this is what I was telling you about. You know when you saw in your syllabus, on your perimeter schedule, the 1, 2, 3s and the 4, 5s for the orientation. That's this, Haley.
Okay, that's what that was. Because when I was reading the syllabus, I was like, what?
Yeah, that's this. So your first week was this one. 1, 2, 3. This one. Your second week, 4, 5, and 6. This was the second week. So it should be 5 of these green folders right here. And that was for the first week. So you missed this week. You could go over this too. This was the week that you missed when we went over this because we couldn't get on shadow anyway. But everybody looked into this, but you can actually go in here, and I think I probably have a video too in here as well. This one, that's the ebooks. And this is me showing you how to do those ebooks right here. Let me see
Mm.
what's in it. And I'm not sure if you don't have Word, I don't think you would be able to get in here. And then look how slow it's taking. I can't wait for this thing to come on so slow. I'm not waiting for you. I gotta go.
What?
All right. So when you get a chance, just go in there and see what's in there. But again, it's just ebooks. It's just a chat on ebooks versus regular books. I myself wasn't. I wasn't all that savvy with ebooks. I learned to like the ebooks because they were cheap. Okay, so these again, that's your core courses. Those are part of your core courses. I'm just sliding down. I and Ocular. We're going. When we get our CPC book, right? You guys, these are all the courses. This is your CPC test right here. This is the test. When you get your test, they might give you radiology, respiratory, evaluation and management, and digestive system. You're not gonna get every single one of these. They're gonna pick some out for you guys. Okay, so we was past that. The check, you got the checklist. So remember I sent you that in the email. That's in here too. This I think this is what I sent to you, Evelyn. This is your student course activity completion sheet. Now, this is a sheet that has everything on it that you do in your class. There's two of these. One I have filled out and one I have it in blank so you can write on it whatever you want. This again is in PDF. If you don't have that thing that, you could write on PDF, you could always just, put this in your book if you're able to print it out and you can write on that. That's fine. But I think I have this in a Word. You guys let me know if you want this in a Word document. I can send this to you in Word if you want to type in there. So, this is your courses. The other one that I sent you, Evelyn, that one is filled out with the perimeters. This one is just blank where you're going to put dates in here. See, session introduction date, when did you start it? Class summary, and this is just a document to help you along. When did you view the lecture, stuff like that. What was your test score, your essay. Here's one right here. This is a good one. When did you do your 101? So that's a good one right there. I don't know what happened to this video. It just went in and out. So that's what this is. And again, Haley, this is something to keep you on track. So see, that's SBS. SBS is step by step. MIB is medical insurance billing. So that's your medical insurance billing right here. Same thing. When did you start that session? So if you guys, started, let me get the medical billing. You guys did this medical terminology session start date. When did you start your medical terminology? If it was today, you want to put today's date. And that's how you're going to keep track. That's what this is for. So if you guys need me to put this in the Word, I can go ahead and load that, because if this is like this and like on my PDF, I don't know where I hit it at. I just hit the right thing and it lets me write on PDF. So you guys let me know if you can do that. If you can't do that, I can send this to you in Word. And this, again, this is medical terminology. I didn't write down the chapter name. I just wrote down the chapter task. So you should be task. You should be in chapter 11, chapter 12. I got chapter 12 twice down there, but some of them are twice because some of them are exercise and some of them are tasks. So if you're in number 11 exercise, there's a number 11 task. Exercise that's in the book. You remember the workbook that Jackie gave you guys? There's a workbook for SBS. Medical terminology does not have a workbook. They have exercises. And in that medical terminology file, I put them in there. So you're going to see the book, and the next one is the exercises. So the book is first, and then the exercises. So those two are both in there. So here, course subject surgical procedures. So this is your core courses right here. This is procedures, CPT, ICD-10C. This is your core courses. So I did put the names for your core courses: cardiology, digestive system, musculoskeletal system, radiology, evaluation and management, eye, ear, ocular. That's part of your core courses. So again, this is something else, that you guys can use and keep track of, which this is for you. So I won't be keeping track of this for you. I already have my track for you guys, which I sent you guys in the email. So you guys all have folders in my files on this computer that I'm on right now. And then you guys have your folders that are there. So your grades are kept with me, and I give you your grades so that you can put them here, or you can put them on your sheet. You remember that sheet, Jackie, that I gave you guys that has all the prereqs on there? See, this one has both. The one I sent you guys, it has it. I'm gonna show y'all that one, which you can use. But that one I make this so you can write on it. I don't know what that's in. That's in a different format that I had. many years ago. So you guys can see this is the same stuff that I gave my own billing and coding students. It's just updated. Let me see. And most of it I created myself because I had to create that program and make it better. So I vamped the whole program and put necessary things in there. Okay, why are they learning it? They don't need that. Okay, what's this for? Oh, Lord. Oh, this is it. So this is in a PDF, but I sent you guys an email. It shouldn't be in a PDF. So this is the one we're talking about, Haley. Haley, did you get this? Can you hear me? I gotta see if she logged out. What class might have logged out? She was that. Okay, so we lost Haley, but that's fine. So again, that sheet that we were talking about, that's the one that you guys can put your grades on. Let me see if we can shrink this back down. I want this back down. I don't know why it's back down. Okay. So you guys can use this or you could use the other one. So what I have to keep your grades on is something like that. I just realized it was 7:08. So we're pretty much through this chat. Tomorrow I'm going to have chat for you guys. And we're going to go over the medical terminology. Okay, so let me see what else is down here before we go. Summary essay. I'm going to pull this out. As far as I know, my video is still going. I see 109.23. So let's just open this real quick. And this is probably in your other chat, but I wanted to kind of go over it real quick. This is your format for your summary. And that other video, I did go over this. Okay, so you guys make sure you put your title there. So there'll be a heading here, name, class, date. Title right here. I'm bumping into the chat time. So now I think this chat was from 6 to 9, and then I have the other chat 6 to 8. It's I just forgot what you call it. It's a chat. It's not a video. So I'm going to be in chat from 7 to 8. That's the recordings right there. You guys can look for these videos right here. Chest notes to be changed. Okay, so this is just chit chat. You guys can go through that. But I'm gonna end this chat. You guys can contact me whenever you need to. I'm just opening this up. It's just a case that we'll soon be able to decipher. Okay. Now I'm putting the other chat on for tomorrow because we got to do the class for medical terminology. You guys need to call me. Let me know what you need because I've got to do the medical terminology chat. But again, they're there already. You guys can just look at that. That's fine. I just pulled this up just let you guys see what we'll soon be able to decipher. So you got to be able to have a self-study. Self-studying is like the key to the world. My girl on what's that show? I forgot. She does like real estate on there, and she says she's gonna change the world. Well, I love that. I'll tell you. She couldn't be more than 24 or 25. She says she's gonna change the world. First time home buyers club. I love her. But again, what is it about? About money. That's what it's about. I mean, that girl, I love her. She's a trip. But again, if you guys know anybody who want to take my course, let me know. Let me know. Let me know because I can teach you how to do this course and you can teach yourself. I do not micromanage, but I want you guys to make sure you stay in touch with me so I can keep you guys on track. Pass your tests. Um, I lowered it to 70, and I think 70 is okay because your CPC you can't get less than the 70. So we're gonna stay on track with that with the 70. Okay, so I'm going to let's bring this and I wish I had the Apple so I can kind of maneuver a little more because this thing right here be driving me crazy. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, text me. You guys know what to do. Text me, call me. And I don't care if you call me during the day. If I'm busy, I'm gonna get back at you. Trust me, I'm gonna get back at you. So don't forget Monday. Yeah, like my flag. I just got it today. I didn't fix it yet. Yeah, I know. I didn't fix it yet. Um, 12:30. See, that's the camera stalling like that. Maybe you don't do that when y'all are looking at this video. And I don't know if the camera, so I dropped it and I've stepped on something over there. But 12:30 to 2:30. Um, that's my lag time at work. That's my lag time. Okay. So you guys make sure you archive. I'll see you guys again. I'm going into the chat room. So that's why I'm going in the chat room. You guys need me. I'm in there. Okay. I'm in there. That medical terminology, we're doing it tomorrow. But again, there's a chat already in there. Stay on track with the schedule. Um, I don't know any other cheaper place to get the book other than thrift.com. I'm talking about that medical terminology book. Okay. I think Jackie found a place to get the step-by-step book for very, very cheap. Um, so by the time you get to your full courses, you'll be there. And I think, and it's okay to do the medical terminology and then go back and do the other one because you still be on the same week, even though it looks like the ninth week. When you go back and do the other one, you'll still be on the right track. It'll just be a little bit, confusing a little bit, but I want you guys to just start doing your work. Um, so I should see some summaries tomorrow, right? If I don't, just email me and let me know what happened. And now I know we switched up real quick. So if you guys need an extra week, let me know. Let me know. So I'll be looking for your summaries. I'm gonna be looking in your file box to see if there's anything in there. Okay. So I'm gonna sign off. Don't forget re-recording this. This does not go on YouTube. I don't put things like this on YouTube, especially when I have my students on it. This is just a classroom. This is just a classroom. Okay, so I'm going to stop the recording and I'll see you guys tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Remember, tomorrow at 3 o'clock.